Hello and welcome to G Fun Facts Online, where we dig into the most amazing facts from science, history, and beyond. Today, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Imagine standing in the ruins of an ancient temple. You see the massive stones, the intricate carvings. But what if I told you you're missing half the picture? What if the real magic wasn't meant to be seen, but to be heard? Welcome to the incredible world of archaeoacoustics, the science of listening to the past. For a long time, we viewed ancient history like a silent movie, but researchers are now adding a soundtrack. And it's revealing that our ancestors were sophisticated sound engineers who designed their world to be an immersive acoustic experience. Our journey starts 3,000 years ago, high in the Peruvian Andes, at a site called Chavín de Huántar. Between 1200 and 500 BC, this was a major ceremonial center. But it wasn't just a collection of buildings. The entire complex was a meticulously designed musical instrument. The secret lies in a network of underground galleries. These errant grand hallways, they're narrow, stone-lined tunnels and small chambers that twist and turn like a maze. Stanford University researchers, armed with modern acoustic equipment, discovered that this labyrinth was built to manipulate sound in very specific ways. Now you need an instrument to play your temple. The instrument of choice at Chavín was the pututu. These are massive trumpets made from conch shells, lugged all the way from the Pacific coast up into the high mountains. Archaeologists found 19 of them at the site, and carvings on the walls show figures playing these exact shells. So what happens when you blow a pututu inside one of these stone tunnels? The sound is incredible. The architecture amplifies and shapes the tones. The short reverberation time means you can play fast, rhythmic patterns without them turning into a muddy mess. But here's where it gets truly weird. The tunnels have powerful resonant frequencies. Modern musicians who have played replica pututus in the galleries report a bizarre sensation. They feel the building itself guiding their notes, almost pulling the sound into tune. The architecture becomes a co-performer. Imagine you're a pilgrim who has traveled for weeks to reach this sacred place. You're led into these dark, disorienting tunnels. Maybe you've even consumed a psychoactive plant, which we have evidence for. Then, a sound erupts. A powerful, resonant blast from a pututu. But because of the maze-like acoustics, you can't tell where it's coming from. It seems to emanate from the stone walls themselves, or from the mouth of the giant stone god, the Lanzon monolith, carved in the center of the complex. It's the voice of God, or a jaguar spirit, speaking directly to you. This wasn't just for spooky effect. It was a powerful tool for religious indoctrination and social control, creating a transformative experience that united diverse groups of people under a shared, sensory belief system. While Chavín is the rock star of Andean archaeoacoustics, this focus on sound was widespread. For the Inca, music and dance were so intertwined they didn't even have separate words for them. The word taqui covered both. Archaeologists have found a whole orchestra of ancient instruments. At the 5,000-year-old site of Caral, they've unearthed flutes made from condor and pelican bones. Panpipes, or zampoñas, became a staple of Andean music. And it wasn't just wind instruments. They had rattles, drums, and even, get this, a sounding dance floor. Yes, you heard that right. At a site called Viejo Sangayaco, archaeologists found a ceremonial platform built around 1,000 years ago. It was constructed with layers of llama dung and clay, which created tiny air pockets. When people stomped on it during ritual dances, the platform produced a deep, booming, bass-like sound. The goal was likely to imitate the sound of thunder, to honor a nearby mountain deity who controlled lightning and rain. They literally danced up a storm. And sometimes, the sounds of the past are genuinely terrifying. Let's take a quick detour to Mexico, to the world of the Aztecs. Researchers there have recreated an instrument known as the Aztec Death Whistle. Found in the hands of a sacrificed skeleton, this small, skull-shaped whistle doesn't produce a melody. It produces a horrifying shriek that sounds disturbingly like a human scream. Studies show this sound has a direct and frightening effect on the human brain. Was it used in psychological warfare to terrify enemies? Or was it played during sacrificial rituals to guide the soul of the victim into the underworld? We don't know for sure, but it's a chilling reminder of how powerfully sound can be used to shape emotion. From the divine orchestra of Chavín to the thunderous dance floors and the screaming death whistles, it's clear that ancient peoples were masters of their sensory world. Sound wasn't just background noise. It was a technology, a tool for connecting with the divine, building communities, and structuring power. By listening to these resounded places, we get a much deeper, more vibrant connection to the people of the past. We can finally hear the echoes they left behind. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online. Until next time, keep listening to the world around you.